Tom, your neighbors are asking questions. Dr. Richards lowered his voice to a whisper. They think you are hiding something about Daisy. Some disease that could spread to their herds. Tom Brennan felt his stomach clench with fear. What kind of questions, Doc? Martha Henderson called my office 3 times yesterday. She wants to know why Daisy looks so sick. Bill Tucker is threatening to call the health department. The phone line crackled with tension. Tom stared out his kitchen window at the barn. Inside, his prize Holstein cow Daisy was dying. At least, that is what he believed 3 weeks ago, when her appetite first disappeared completely. When she started lying down for hours. When her sides began swelling unnaturally. Tom had been certain it was bloat. Or maybe a twisted stomach. Something that would kill her quickly. But Dr. Richards had delivered shocking news yesterday. She is not sick, Tom. Daisy is pregnant. The words still echoed in Tom's mind. After 7 years of complete barrenness. 7 years of failed breeding attempts. 7 years of disappointing empty pregnancy tests. Suddenly, at age 8, Daisy was expecting. But something was terribly wrong with this pregnancy. Her belly had grown to monstrous proportions. Larger than any pregnant cow Tom had ever seen. Thick, dark veins snaked across her stretched skin. Her breathing became labored and difficult. She moaned constantly, day and night. The sounds kept Tom awake with worry. How big do you think this calf is? Tom asked. Dr. Richards sighed heavily through the phone. Based on her measurements, unnaturally large. Possibly twice the size of normal calves. I am genuinely concerned she cannot deliver naturally. Tom felt panic rising in his chest. Daisy was more than livestock to him. She was his companion for 8 years. He had hand-raised her from a bottle-fed calf. She followed him around the pasture like a dog. Losing her would devastate him completely. But his neighbors were becoming suspicious. They whispered about mysterious cow diseases. Some avoided his farm entirely now. Martha Henderson had stopped buying his eggs. Bill Tucker warned other farmers about potential contagion. They think I am lying about her condition, Tom said. They believe she has some infectious disease. That I am covering it up. Dr. Richards understood the community dynamics. Rural farming areas thrived on trust and honesty. Any hint of deception could destroy Tom's reputation. Just keep her isolated for now, the vet advised. Once she delivers successfully, the rumors will stop. But Tom, I must warn you. This pregnancy is extremely high risk. We may lose them both. That afternoon, Tom sat beside Daisy's stall. She lay on her side, breathing heavily. Her enormous belly rose and fell rhythmically. The calf inside her moved constantly. Tom could see hooves pressing against her skin. The movements looked violent and desperate. Like the calf was fighting to escape. Easy, girl, Tom whispered softly. He stroked her neck with gentle hands. Daisy's eyes held exhausted pain. But also fierce maternal determination. She was fighting for her impossible baby. Martha Henderson appeared at the barn door. Her face was tight with suspicion. Tom, we need to talk honestly. The whole community is worried sick. What is really wrong with Daisy? Tom chose his words carefully. She is having a difficult pregnancy. The calf appears to be unusually large. Martha's eyes narrowed with doubt. Pregnancy does not explain her appearance. She looks like she is dying. Are you certain it is not some disease? Before Tom could answer, Daisy let out an agonized moan. The sound was primal and heartbreaking. It echoed through the barn like a death cry. Martha stepped backward instinctively. That does not sound like normal labor pains. Maybe you should call the agriculture department. They can test for infectious diseases. Tom felt trapped between truth and suspicion. If officials quarantined his farm, he would be ruined. But if Daisy died, the rumors would intensify. People would assume he had covered up something deadly. That evening, Dr. Richards returned with additional equipment. I brought ultrasound gear, he announced. We need to assess the calf's position and estimate its exact size. The ultrasound revealed shocking images. The calf was indeed enormous. Its head measured twice normal dimensions. Its body filled Daisy's entire uterus. This is medically unprecedented, Dr. Richards muttered. I have never seen a calf this large. How is her body even containing it? Tom stared at the ultrasound screen in amazement. The calf appeared perfectly formed. But its size defied all biological logic. Can she deliver something this massive? He asked. Dr. Richards hesitated before answering honestly. I genuinely do not know. Her pelvis may not be wide enough. We should prepare for emergency surgery. Word of Daisy's condition spread through the community. But the story became distorted with each telling. Some neighbors claimed she had a mysterious tumor. Others whispered about genetic experiments. A few suggested Tom was hiding mad cow disease. The rumors grew darker and more suspicious. Several farmers threatened to boycott Tom's produce. The local feed store questioned his account payments. His insurance agent called with pointed questions. Tom felt his entire livelihood crumbling. All because of one impossibly difficult pregnancy. 3 days later, Daisy went into active labor. Her contractions started during a violent thunderstorm. Lightning illuminated the barn in brilliant flashes. Thunder shook the building's wooden frame. Rain hammered the metal roof relentlessly. Tom called Dr. Richards immediately. She is in serious distress, he reported. Contractions are coming every 2 minutes. But nothing is happening. Dr. Richards arrived within 20 minutes. He was soaked from the driving rain. His emergency medical bag dripped water everywhere. One look at Daisy confirmed Tom's fears. She was struggling desperately with the delivery. Her massive belly contracted violently. But the calf remained completely stuck. The head is too large, Dr. Richards diagnosed. It cannot pass through her pelvis. We need to perform emergency surgery immediately. No, Tom said firmly. She has fought this hard already. Give her body time to succeed. Before we continue with the life or death struggle that changed everything, don't forget to like and subscribe, it really helps the channel grow. The labor continued for 8 agonizing hours. Daisy's strength was fading rapidly. Her breathing became shallow and irregular. Sweat poured from her hide constantly. She had not eaten anything in 2 days. Tom, we are losing her, Dr. Richards warned. Her vital signs are becoming critical. The calf is simply too large. We must operate immediately. Tom knelt beside Daisy's massive head. He looked directly into her exhausted eyes. You can do this, girl. You are the strongest cow I know. Fight for your baby. Daisy seemed to understand his words. Her next contraction was monumentally powerful. she bellowed with primal determination. Every muscle in her body strained desperately. "Something is moving," Dr. Richards announced excitedly. "I can see the head finally emerging. Keep pushing, Daisy. You are almost there." The delivery took 3 more hours. Dr. Richards had to assist manually. He guided the enormous calf carefully. Tom held Daisy's head throughout the process. Finally, with one last tremendous push, the calf emerged. It was indeed the largest calf either man had ever seen. But something else caught their immediate attention. The calf's fur was completely unprecedented. Not the typical black and white Holstein pattern. Not brown or red like other cattle breeds. This calf was brilliant, radiant yellow. Like pure gold without the metallic shine. The color was absolutely extraordinary. What in the world? Dr. Richards breathed slowly. He had delivered over 10,000 calves. Nothing had prepared him for this sight. The golden yellow fur seemed to glow in the light. It was the most beautiful thing Tom had ever witnessed. Daisy immediately began licking her newborn. Her exhaustion vanished in pure maternal joy. She nuzzled the golden calf with gentle affection. The baby struggled to its feet within minutes. Despite its enormous size, it was perfectly healthy. It began nursing strongly and successfully. "I need to document this immediately," Dr. Richards said. He took dozens of photographs from every angle. "This could be the discovery of my career." Golden calves do not exist in cattle breeds. This brilliant yellow coloration is unprecedented. Tom decided to name her Aurelia. The Latin word for golden seemed perfect. She was truly a once-in-a-lifetime miracle. But he wanted to keep the birth secret initially. Too much attention might overwhelm Daisy. Both mother and calf needed time to recover. However, secrets are impossible in small farming communities. Martha Henderson arrived the next morning. She brought fresh bread and curious questions. "I heard Daisy finally had her calf. How are they both doing?" Tom tried to give vague answers. But Martha was persistent and observant. "Can I see the new baby? I love looking at newborn calves." Reluctantly, Tom led her to the stall. Martha took one look at Aurelia and gasped. "Oh my goodness, what is wrong with her? Why is her color so strange? Is she sick or deformed?" Tom quickly explained that Aurelia was perfectly healthy. Just unusually colored for unknown reasons. But Martha was already taking pictures with her phone. "This is absolutely incredible," she whispered. "I have never seen anything like this. People are going to be amazed." Within hours, Martha's photos were circulating online. Social media exploded with golden calf images. #MiracleCalf began trending on multiple platforms. Local news stations called Tom constantly. Major newspapers requested exclusive interviews. Television crews arrived from 3 different cities. The attention was overwhelming and sudden. Tom felt completely unprepared for media scrutiny. He had always lived a quiet, private life. Now reporters camped outside his property. Curious visitors drove by constantly throughout the day. Some tried to climb his fences for better photographs. Tom hired security to control the crowds. The local veterinary college sent specialists. Dr. Patricia Volkman arrived with sophisticated equipment. "We need to perform comprehensive genetic testing," she announced. This brilliant yellow coloration should not exist in cattle. Aurelia could represent a significant scientific anomaly. The DNA analysis took 2 weeks to complete. During that time, media attention intensified dramatically. Documentary filmmakers requested exclusive access rights. Agricultural universities offered substantial research funding. Genetic companies made enormous purchasing offers. The results were absolutely extraordinary. Aurelia carries genetic markers that disappeared centuries ago, Dr. Volkman explained. This represents a spontaneous evolutionary reversion. She is a living connection to ancient cattle lineages. Her DNA could unlock secrets of bovine evolution. The scientific revelation attracted global attention. National Geographic wanted to feature Aurelia. The Discovery Channel planned a documentary special. Hollywood producers inquired about movie rights. Tom refused most commercial offers. Aurelia was not for sale at any price. She belonged with her mother on their farm. But he did establish controlled visiting hours. Families traveled thousands of miles to see Aurelia. Tour buses arrived daily from major metropolitan areas. The modest admission fees transformed Tom's finances. His struggling farm became profitable overnight. Local businesses thrived from increased tourism. Hotels, restaurants, and gift shops experienced growth. The entire community benefited economically. Visitors came seeking wonder and hope. Many had faced seemingly impossible personal challenges. Aurelia represented the possibility of miracles. She proved that extraordinary things could happen unexpectedly. Children stared at her with pure amazement. Adults wept at her breathtaking beauty. Aurelia touched something profound in human hearts. 7 years of Daisy's barrenness had seemed like complete failure. The community's suspicions had nearly destroyed his reputation. But those struggles had prepared them for something magnificent. Tom had learned life's most valuable lesson. Never lose hope, because extraordinary things happen when you least expect them. Thank you for watching. Please, tell me in the comments, what surprised you the most in this story, and what would you have done if you were in Tom's place? If you enjoyed this story, please like and subscribe for more incredible animal stories.